So, I was having a conversation with my friend, and I asked him about his opinion on the Seraphim, and he was like, I don't know, Neo may have lost to him. And I was like, what? And he was like, Neo, the Matrix, he could have lost. And I was like, are you talking about Seraph? And he was like, that's who you're talking about, right? And I'm like, no. So he's like, oh, then you mean this thing. And he pulls out his phone and shows me this. And I'm like, dude, that's Seraphim. That's a Digimon. I'm talking about One Piece. And he's like, oh. So I was like, dude, sub to my channel. I'm gonna do a video on it. So here it is. Anyway, if you like this video, do me a huge favor and subscribe to the channel for more One Piece content. Your sub means everything to me and gets me closer to reaching my goal of 1,000 subs. Now, on to the Seraphim. But first, a bit of history. The Seraphim, or Seraphs, are angelic beings associated with Judaism and are the highest order in the hierarchy of angels. The name Seraph actually means burning one, and their main focus is to sing praises to God and protect the throne. Also, this is what a Seraphim look like in the Bible, at least the artist who depicted them. A bit more creepy than the Seraphim in One Piece, but maybe not so much. The new pacifistas, dubbed Seraphim, are certainly burning, but only on their backs, which I'll address later, and as a weapon in the Marine/world government, serve to protect the celestial dragons, the gods of the One Piece world. We can see kind of a theme going on here. And the Seraphim, like every single overpowered thing the world government has access to, one guy seems to be behind it all, a man shrouded in mystery, Vegapunk. A little backstory on Vegapunk: he co-discovered the Lineage factor with Sanji's dad, Vince Smoke Judge, during his time with Mads, which was a conglomerate of the greatest scientists in the verse: Vegapunk, Judge, Queen, and Caesar. Look at Discount Chanel, hanging out with these greats. Just look at him. I should really stop messing with Caesar. He's really not that bad, but it's fun teasing him. Now, for those of you who don't know what Lineage Factor is, it's the blueprint of life itself, present in all living organisms. And if you eat a devil fruit, your Lineage Factor is changed, and that's how you gain the devil fruit's ability. These four men in Mads were able to accomplish amazing things through their knowledge in Lineage Factor. Caesar created the Smiles, Judge created clones and his kids, Queen gave himself the abilities of the Germa, but what Vegapunk does goes beyond all of the other scientists. He was able to create dragons. Not the replication of Kaido's fruit, which is an entirely different thing. He made two literal, living, breathing dragons. And, like I said, he was able to replicate not just any devil fruit, but a mythical Zoan devil fruit. And although he deemed it a failure, Momonosuke would think otherwise. He also found a way for objects to eat devil fruits, had a level of success with gigantification, then he used his knowledge in Lineage Factor to create the first generation pacifistas, which are powerful in their own right. But now, he's taken his research to an entirely different level with the Seraphims. The Seraphims seem to be the pinnacle of Vegapunk's Lineage Factor research. They appear to be replicas of the former Shishibukai, and looking at the Mihawk clone sliced through the enormous mountain on Amazon Lily with little effort, they seem to possess their strength as well, which is insane. Now, I don't think they've taken the devil fruit powers of the Shishibukai, though we only really saw the Mihawk clone fight, and the Boa clone only used the lasers. So it's not confirmed whether or not they can take the devil fruits as well. But since we know Vegapunk can manipulate the Lineage Factor of devil fruits and actually clone pretty functional devil fruits, it's not impossible for the Seraphim to have some of the devil fruit abilities of the Shishibukai. And the Shishibukai have very powerful devil fruit abilities, as we saw with Boa Hancock. The Seraphim also possess the traits of the Lunarian race, and that is not something to take lightly. The Lunarians have 9 invulnerability, the ability to create and manipulate fire as hot as magma, incredible strength and speed. There's a reason why Queen didn't believe that Zoro had any chance of defeating King, because in reality, he didn't. The Lunarian trait to take 0 damage so long as the flame on a Lunarian's back is lit is extremely powerful. Not even Haki-imbued attacks could get around it. I do believe that leaving the flame on does take stamina, otherwise King would have never let it go out and stalled every single opponent he fought. But when you apply these traits to the Seraphim, this will make every fight with them a race against time on whether you will survive long enough for the flame to fizzle out and still have the strength to fight them after it's gone out. Imagine that. Imagine having to stall out an opponent with the strength of a Shichibukai and firing Kizaru's Pika Pika Nomi lasers. The Seraphim are ridiculously powerful. We saw 2 of them, and conveniently we didn't get to see the PX number on the Mihawk clone. But if we look into the pirates we know were either captured or allied with the Marines after the Great Pirate Era, we can assume there are Seraphim for Jinbei, Crocodile, Kuma, Moria, Edward Weevil, Doflamingo, King, Law, Teach, and most of all, Kaido. There may be a Seraphim for Kaido. Kaido. Can you imagine a Lunarian Kaido? All in all, the Seraphim are set to be a major threat to every pirate in One Piece, even the new Yonko. And before I go, since we're on the topic of lineage factor, Blackbeard may be an expert in the subject. We don't know how he's able to possess multiple devil fruits, but we do know that the devil fruits manipulate the user's lineage factor. So maybe there's something there. Just food for thought. But that's it, guys. I really hope you enjoyed the discussion and theories. Let me know in the comments your thoughts about the new pacifistas, the Seraphim. If you like them, how powerful you think they are, any theories, I'd love to hear your ideas. Until the next video, I've been the Blank Face, and I'll see you in the next one.